Hey there everybody, welcome into Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. This is going to be another update for my Crazy account. You can see that we haven't made a lot of progress in the past few weeks. That's because we've hit the we've officially hit the slowdown. Last time I told you I'd be at 80 or 85, 80 or 81. And we're about halfway, we're almost halfway through 79. You know, it's not quite been 2 weeks since we've done this last update, but we're pretty close. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I watched an announcement. I watched Nooch's announcement about his new account that he's going to be starting, or that by the time you see this, it'll probably be live on March 1st. You can see I'm doing this on the 26th. Right before midnight. And it's curious because I talk a lot about doing stuff that not all people do normally, but you know, I'm confident that Nooch will still be doing GAC throughout this whole journey. And he's like, I think this whole journey is going to take 2 years. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Nooch is saying that he's going to go for Lord Vader, Galactic Legend, and that he's not going to go, and that he's going to do it by not going any of the normal channels. Like he took a vote, and people said, "Hey, I don't want you to go for I don't want you to do Geos or the Geo ships." And so, because of that, he's going with the easy. He's going with, you know, what you would think, and that being the low-hanging fruit, and that is where are they? That being Kylo, of course, and then TIE pilot here with the ship, and then over here with no, it's not the Mark V he's going for. It's the Sith fighter here with the Sith assassin as the pilot. And then he's going, and then, you know, I would have thought that he would, you know, he's not going with that, but he's going with Volta Droid, which of course is on Iden's node. And then he's going with the good old Special Forces TIE. I think that's the one down here. I gotta check real quick. I'm sorry, I don't know for a fact, but I think that's the one that's way down here at the bottom. Yeah, this one. The Special Forces TIE. And then he's going with Ahsoka's ship. And that's fine. I mean, if you want to do that off, man, I appreciate that. And then he's like, and so he's doing that to get for the fleet challenge, of course, level 78. And then he's switching to Negotiator Farm, which is fine because he's going with, and so his light side character he's using for this is Ahsoka, which, you know, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and farm the Plo's fighter and Anakin's ETA-2 and, you know, all the stuff that goes along with the Negotiator. And he's doing all this off meta, and he's like, I'm not rushing. We're doing this, and we're doing assault battles, and this is really in this account. I'm doing something similar because I'm following somebody that Nooch. No, I don't know about their relationship. It's not Gerbil, but it's somebody that Nooch has talked to, and I know that he really likes this guy, but when I watched the video on this account, he's like, yeah, we're going for this account will go This account is more PvE focused. It does more on assault battles, and I was like, huh. And it is a rush account. This account is supposed to take place over the course of 58 weeks, but that, I mean, the guy is optimistic that you're going to be able to get top 50 in fleet battles, and the guide for this came out before Lightspeed bundles. And so I'm like, well, I can, this sounds like fascinating, but of course I know I'm not under any delusion that I'm going to be able to hit top 50 in fleet battles, or because, with the game now and all these Lightspeed bundles, and we got a negotiator thing coming out probably by the time you've seen this, or if not after or before, where they're pull $50 down, you're going to get gas, you're going to get a full negotiator fleet minus the Marauder, and so that's not really on the cards anymore. And so I'm doing the same farm. I just don't have any expectations I'm going to get in the top 50. And so that's how we're going. And now you can see we're level 79. Not a lot has changed from last week, of course. We finished some more characters that I think we didn't have finished last week. A little bit higher on some characters. We have the Geos are more geared. The Geos are a little bit better. We're getting our Jedi more established. We're still Pian's coming along. Yours is coming along. We are not getting any drops for Bastila at all. And it's just super rough. Ian's coming along because we're doing the Vulture Droid. We got Annie, Sky Guy. He's coming along. I pretty much have stopped farming Dark Trooper, just because it's not practical. But we do have a Jedi team. We're doing early Ewoks here. We're farming Wicket. You can't see that. We actually have. If I go to my Ewoks, you can actually see where we are. We're farming Ewoks in the stores. I'm not farming T-Bow, so I don't know how. I think I've probably got T-Bow out of packs, and we've done. I think we did an assault, but I don't know how we get Chirpa, but we're not farming Chirpa right now because we're farming somebody else. But we'll come back to Chirpa later. But Eldor's done. I'm not sure how I get Scout. I think they gave it to me for free. Like I said, I'm not turbo. We're doing low gray and Poplo in the gift shop. We're going for early 3PO on this account. We're not farming. What's interesting is we're not farming Oben or Luke out of the cantina. You can see they're done, and they are done. Trust me. But we're not farming them. We're farming them out of like I said, the guild store, the guild, the raid reward shop. Get one. And just started farming Leia a little bit ago, so we're starting at part 3 of this journey. We've not delved much into Han yet. We'll get into the shops here in a second. Let's jump over to the shops so you can see what I'm farming. Of course, shipments. I mean, the supply of shipments. Just obviously, in here I'm farming Qui-Gon first because we want to get that Jedi team up and get it going, and because we need. I mean, even though we're almost through, we want to go ahead and have this done. I want to go ahead and get these characters done, and then as soon as we get done with Qui-Gon here in a couple days. Probably by the time you see the next video, we should be on Han, and we should be working on Han for the CLS journey. In here, I mentioned we're farming Leia. I don't have quite as much, but that's who our primary farming here is for Leia in the guild shop. It's, if there's a good ship here, we'll do that. I did pick up some K2SO just to get a little bit going there, but but ideally we're doing Poggle. The only reason I do K2SO is because, why not? But Poggle early is who we're going for. Just between race rushes, I was like, yeah, let's pick up K2SO, but Poggle is fine. In here, we finished, anytime I see Sunfeck, of course we're getting them. Anytime I see the Razor Crest, we're getting them. Anytime I see Grievous, we're getting them. Type of stuff, but, mostly we're done rushing. In here, it's not that I have anything, but I'm holding it for, if I happen to have currency, which I don't have enough, I would have picked up Sunfeck, but we're not there yet, which is okay because we don't really need it to be there. But yeah. And then we'll switch over to ships, and you can see who we're working on. We're still basically at the same point we were 2 weeks ago, where we just are putting credits as we come into them, into these starfighters. They're almost at the level where they can do this challenge, but we're not there yet, even though we are over 78. I think last time I told you I probably overinvested in taking the spy all the way up, and I didn't do that with Soldier, but he probably is a little too overinvested. And we got 4. I think right now we're only at 4 fighters. Could we do have Kylo over the limit? We're just waiting on Walter Droid, and this ultimately may not end up being practical. We may end up having to go back to the store here, and I think that's what we're going to have to do, is just so we can get this going a little bit faster. We could go farm TIE Pilot, but it's not really practical for us right now for whatever reason. And so what we're going to have to do in lieu of that is we're going to have to come down and do similar to what Nooch is doing, which is getting Special Forces TIE Pilot and Special Forces TIE Fighter. And we're gonna have to be patient with that, and we're at the rating rewards. It's a little frustrating because we're not. I think I told you that we're just doing the tank raid, which is fine, but it is a little limiting on our ability to ramp stuff as we need to. The good thing is, because we're doing the camp raid, we just get Kenobi by default. So it's not great, but it is a means to an end. You can poo-poo me for buying credit in the store, but it's my prerogative. I'm doing what I need to do for this. At least I feel what I need to do for this in order to get this up. So I need to go to the first order. We're gonna have to grab this and favorite it and upgrade it. And then, I mentioned that I was putting too much, that I probably spent too much. I made mistakes on this account, and we're trying to catch up. But I overinvested in the TIE Pilot early. If I had, I could theoretically go back and grab TIE Pilot, and maybe that's what we should do. It's just make it a little bit easier on ourselves and just grab TIE Pilot. Because if we don't, we're just going to end up spinning our wheels. I need to check and see where the TIE Fighter is right now. It's 1 star, so it would be, we could do both. It's not going to kill us because, like I said, it's not like the rush is going to really do anything for us, because just because of the reality of Lightspeed bundles is we just slows in the thing. But we we're working towards a goal. We're getting going. We have a goal in mind. It's just with the state of the world now, it's not really practical to really rush anything, and it's sad because of the way the world is. Because there are so many finalizers out there. There are so many radices that just came in of previous Lightspeed packs, and now we're getting a negotiator, which is, it's a step up. I'm pretty sure that negotiator is better than either the Radis or the finalizer. I don't know that for a fact, but I would think so. And so I'm anticipating there being a flooding of negotiators coming into my fleet chart. We can just look at my fleet chart real quick to see what kind of to see what kind of stuff we got going on. We are 145th, and you can see what I have in front of me. This guy's 134, and he's level 85 already. I'm not level 85, but he's got this going on, and then we got this endurance ahead of us. We got this, and this is low level. I mean, I'm not at their level. I'm level 79. I can't be at their level because I'm not. But if we look at who's up top in this fleet chart, we have we don't have a lot. There's not a lot of, there's really no wealth. Nobody's spinning towards Executrix. But I'm gonna guess pretty soon. There's a finalizer. I think that's somebody who's actually farmed it though, which is awesome. Here's a Radis that probably has been farmed. But I would imagine that when we get to the 4th update, when the Lightspeed bundles go live, I would imagine we're going to see quite a few negotiators pop up, especially from somebody like this who's running endurance. He's already got the Marauder, so it would make sense that he would just, and this guy's the guy that bought Lightspeed bundles. You can tell that he did. And so he's got, but he's just chosen not to. Well, he bought the Shadows of the Empire bundle, and he had to have bought the Radis bundle because he's got all these other characters. So that's not really surprising. And the guy is really, actually, you could just tell that he's getting really close to Executor. So there's that. Even though he doesn't, he has this into blood. What he doesn't have IG. That's what he's missing. So he's probably is he even working on IG? I can't tell. Why doesn't he have IG? He doesn't have IG. He just doesn't have TIE Bomber. So, but, that's his thing. Anyway, he's number 1 in this thing, and you can tell that he's, he just bought, he bought the Shadows of the Empire, which I have not on this account. He has bought in the whatever other packs, and so he's just older than me in a lot of ways, and so I expect him to go in for negotiator, but for me it's not really a viability thing. So this is going to be a very, very slow farm, a very, very slow thing, but I feel that I should tell you where I'm going with this account, and it's actually quite similar to what Nucha has announced we're doing. Of course, we're not limiting ourselves to Ungeos, but this is a Profundity Rush account. But it's a Profundity Rush, and it's supposed to take 54 weeks. It's based upon Darth Loquitter's guide that he did at the beginning of 2023, and I'm adapting it, and we're picking up. And so he's got me going. You can probably find it on his YouTube page, but just to show you the farm, we do have stuff scheduled to be worked on. The Houndstooth, Biston, Cassian, Outrider, Rebel Y are, and of course we need Phoenix at some point, we need Hera and all that, but right now we're not even worried about them. I farmed this originally, but I just started farming Dash when I got Kylo up to high enough where I needed its ship to be. I'd hit 7-star Kylo and I got a ship over 5 stars. And so at that point I switched to Dash, and then so we're working on Dash now. And then, you know, we're going for early CLS on this part. That's why we got the Ewoks working. That's why we're farming Chupia. That's why we're farming Wicket. But right now my active farms of, you know, Dash is my Cantina farm every day. Chupia, Wicket, Vandor, because he wanted to go for Vandor early, and so I'm like, okay, we'll go for Vandor. So we're on Vandor, and then you know, we're farming Sky Guy, Bastila, Iden, Piat, Veers, every day. We're not doing Range Trooper, and we're supposed to be doing Stormtrooper at some point, but we can't get there yet, so we're not doing Range Trooper. So what we're using is a team for whatever it is. We're using Iden lead, and then I'm actually using both Dark, even though we're not farming him right now. Snowtrooper, Stark, Veers Piet in some form or fashion. The Geos were just leveling up for their ships, and that's the reason why we're bringing Kylo up, is to make his ship a little bit better. Our light side team is Jedi with, of course, Ahsoka, Mace, Bastila, Sky Guy, and Qui-Gon. And then after we, you know, so after we finish people, we're just moving on. I should actually take, because we're not, what we're doing is we're just collecting stars. We're not really, you know, we're not leveling people. We're just leaving them at level 1 unless we need them, and we're just collecting stars and we're just moving on. So of course I did start out with this Mandalorian team. We're no longer on that, a little bit more. I did start out with Moff Gideon. We're no longer on him, and you could just, you know, I'm just collecting shards and waiting, and you know, so you can see what my whole roster looks like. I have not invested in Vader at all, because we're just collecting stars for all of these people. Keenan's still here. Keenan can move up. You know, but this is a Profanity Rush where we're picking up assault battle teams along the way, and that's the way and that's what drew me to this particular build. So, you know, we're picking up, like I said, we're picking up CLS early. We're picking up, working on a trooper team for assault battles. We have a Jedi team to get us at least started on the Jedi assault battle. We've got bounty hunters where we need that. We're not doing inquisitors yet. We are supposed to go back and get Night Sisters, but we're just not to that portion yet. And we're just waiting. We're just biding our time. We're you know, gearing up where we can. We're using most of our currency from the raids on tokens first. And maybe I should even that out a little bit, but it would be easier if we were doing speeder bike to do that, but we're not doing speeder bike, so we don't have even quite to the level of currency where we would like to be. So we're really having to manage that and really having to prioritize what we got going on. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that it's a Profanity Rush where we're actually not, because of the way the game is, we're not actually able to rush Profanity because there's just, you know, light speed bundles all over the place. But I think it's going to be good for us. I'm really excited about it. I don't know at what point Nuge is gonna pass this, because he said that he's going to get into a light side, a geo-territorial war guild, which of course it's going to do a speeder bike, which of course is just going to lap me, and probably in 3-4 months, I'm guessing. It's whatever. But for me, I'm in the People's Guild. I like it. I wish we were doing, speeder bike, but we don't have the luxury, because we don't have that kind of people in our guild. But anyway, this is what we got going on. We'll be back with another video on this account in 2 weeks, and then we'll see what happens after that. So yeah. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye.